Just win, baby. Commitment to excellence. The famed silver and black. The holy roller. Goes to the post. The immaculate reception. Time never really stops for the great ones.
Tales of greatness. Tales of legend. Tales that define our very existence as fans. Some tales are of epic proportion. Some tales are heartbreaking memories of missed opportunity. Raider Nation is full of these tales. Let's take a journey through the past and present and relive the Raiders' adventure in the NFL. Here's Swag Jeff and Murph coming to you live from the dungeons of Murph's Fan Cave.
The indestructible Jim Otto, George Blanda, the greatest clutch player the game has ever known, Willie Brown, the magnificent cornerback, Gene Upshaw, Ted Hendricks, and of course, the magnificent Art Shell. And then you take Tom Flores, the star player who coached us to 2 Super Bowls. Let me take you back a few years to Frank Ewell Field, to the Oakland Coliseum, to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, relive the moments of the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. To those of us who saw you battle to the top, we will never forget you. You know, Raider football was always emotional. We loved to take those memorable trips throughout the league, and we were hated, we were feared, but we were respected.
These are our moments. These are our stories. These are Tales from the Nation.
What is up, Raider Nation? Your buddy Murph here for the first journey. The first, the inaugural, what do you call it when you launch a ship, Jeff?
The inaugural launching.
We've christened it. You christened a ship?
I've
christened
never
the pirate ship?
Well, no, I can't say I have, Murph.
Welcome to the inaugural journey of Tales from the Nation. This, as I mentioned, is your buddy Murph, and we are going to start a new show here on the Murph's Fan Cave Network. And I'm not going to do this show alone. I'm going to welcome into Murph's Fan Cave our newly crowned Swag Jeff, the social media director here at Murph's Fan Cave / Raiders Fan Radio.
Right. The artist formerly known as And Jeff.
Yeah, you didn't like And Jeff.
No, I didn't like And Jeff. No, I didn't feel like it was official.
But you like Swag Jeff, and Swag Jeff is good because it's got a dual meaning, doesn't it?
It really does, because I'm a young guy. I have swagger, and I also like swag.
Yeah,
the stuff we all get,
and you're dripping with both.
I'm dripping with it all, man.
Dripping with it all.
I really am.
Yeah, so, so Jeff, for those of you that listen to Raiders Fan Radio, know that he's been a friend of ours for a long, long time. Uncle Mosh has known him for, 16 years?
Yeah, something like
that.
Yeah.
But you are a newly indoctrinated member of Raider Nation.
I am, and I've been loving every second of it. And you told me off the air that in like the 3 weeks that I've been a Raider fan, I already own more Raider shirts and hats than you because #swag. That's what I do.
There you go. That's what you do. Exactly. So he's all swagged out. He's got all of his Raider gear. Now we need to arm him with Raider knowledge, right?
Exactly.
You don't want to just front.
Right.
And you're not a fronter. That's not how you roll.
I don't like to roll that way.
No, absolutely not. And so Jeff and I had some discussions about what fun show ideas would be to work together, because we just thought it would be fun to go play radio once again.
Well, yeah.
And to have him be more of a part of Murph's Fan Cave, more than just the social media director. And one of the ideas that we had was to do something about the lore of the team, the history of the Raiders, not only as a potential educational experience for you or for anybody else that's new at fandom, but also for us guys that have been doing this for a long time in terms of supporting this team and rooting for this team. It's just fun.
Yeah.
There's just so many cool things and to talk about, so many cool stories to tell, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's been cool for us to go through all the different great moments and not so great moments of this team, and just kind of get to learn, and you've learned stuff that you didn't really know. You know? I mean, there's little things that you didn't really know, and so I hope everyone enjoys what we're about to launch here. It's gonna be pretty cool.
I think so. So what we're gonna do going forward? So tonight we're gonna feature the Heidi game. That's gonna be the first one we're gonna feature. So this show is gonna be a lot shorter format than what Raiders Fan Radio is. We're going to do 15, 20-minute episodes. We're going to stick to one topic. We're going to take that one moment, that one tale of the nation, and we're going to focus on that. We'll feature some audio clips and things similar to what we do on Raiders Fan Radio, but it's just going to be that one moment, just that one instance in history. And so, Jeff, you are going to, as we go forward, tonight we're going to do Heidi, but going forward, you're going to reach out to members of Raider Nation for their suggestions.
Yeah. Once we record this and get this first show off and running, we'll be reaching out to you guys. What are your favorite moments? What are your not so favorite moments? We want to talk about good and bad. We want to talk about everything. What makes Raider Nation Raider Nation.
Absolute, because like it or not, Jamarcus Russell makes us just as much Raider Nation as the Heidi game, right?
I wasn't a Raider fan back then, but I knew that was bad.
That was bad, right? But there are lots, look, good and bad. There are things that built the legacy of this football team, and we're going to explore them all. And we're going to, like Jeff said, we're going to defer to you for a lot of those. So before we get into it, a couple things for you. As always, you can support not Raiders Fan Radio. You can support Murph's Fan Cave. I need to get used to saying that. You can support Murph's Fan Cave in two very significant ways. One is you can go to murphsfancave.com, and that will take you to a link to buy a t-shirt. You could buy the Raiders Fan Radio, the RFR t-shirt there, and all the money from those proceeds will go to support the Biletnikoff Foundation. We are going to present the Biletnikoff Foundation folks a check at the end of the year on behalf of the Murph's Fan Cave listening fan base, listener base. And so any of the money, any of the proceeds that we get from the sale of those shirts will go to fund that. And our goal so far, Jeff, is $2,000, and we are well on our way, man.
Yeah.
We're about 20% of the goal already.
Fantastic.
Which is freaking awesome, man.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for your support and all that. And I know I've donated my fair share
sure
as
have.
well.
Absolutely.
Because #swag.
Yeah, so not only the Get Made shirt, which you're wearing now.
I am.
But also you can go to RaidersFanRadio.com/gear, GEAR, and there's a link there that will take you to NFLshop.com, and we'll have links on all of our show episodes with that on there as well. You just hit that link, go to NFLshop.com, and buy everything you possibly can, and it doesn't cost you anything extra, but a little bit of the money from that sale gets kicked back to us here at Murph's Fan Cave, and we'll take that out and put it in the hopper, and that will go out to the donation to the Biletnikoff Foundation. So please do that if you haven't done that already. If you have, thank you very much as always, and please continue to support it, because our goal is $2,000, but if we shoot by $2,000, which I got a feeling we will, then we're gonna give it all to Biletnikoff. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going until the year runs out. Essentially,
we're not even close to football season yet, and we're already 20% of the way there.
Absolutely, I know. Not rocking. Yeah, it's cool.
It's
right?
awesome.
Barely, not even June yet, right? Yep. So we're anyways. All right. So Swag Jeff, tell us what we got on deck for today for the first episode. The maiden voyage. That's what I was trying to think of earlier.
The maiden voyage.
The maiden voyage of Tales from the Nation. What do we got?
Let's take you back. November 17th, 1968. Raiders, Jets. Game time. 1 p.m. Specific time.
Specifically Pacific time?
Specifically specific.
Yeah, there you go. I know what that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
8th time.
They were in Oakland, so
it was Pacific time.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Do I need to start over and do that again?
No, it's like Paschetti.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
So
do
okay.
they.
Okay.
Well,
there you go.
Mean. Yeah.
Okay.
Or sandwich.
Yeah. Okay. November 17th, 1968. 1 p.m. Pacific time. Raiders, Jets. This game, so 1 p.m. Pacific time, that's 4 p.m. Eastern time, correct?
Correct.
Am I correct on that?
Yes.
Okay.
And normally we don't really care much for historic significance of the start of a football game.
No.
But this,
and neither did NBC.
Because that's the whole story of this game, isn't it?
Yeah. So the Heidi game, it's called the Heidi game because the game started at 4 p.m. Eastern time and 7 p.m. Eastern time. NBC scheduled a showing of Heidi, which is about a young orphan girl who's lost in the Alps.
Which is like your third favorite movie.
Well, yeah, it's top 5 for sure.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. So and apparently Timex had bought like a $700,000 sponsorship for that show, and so they told NBC, you better start it on time because we want this to start on time.
It's a hard out, as we call it in the business. Like
Right.
It's like this is it.
Right.
Like, it's
and so
over.
they bought this slot because they figured, oh, well, the game starts at 4. In 3 hours, it's going to be over because apparently back in those days, it was an hour and a half for a full game.
It was like 8 minutes.
Yeah. There was maybe one TV timeout or something like that. Where now, it's what 4-hour games. Now.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Super Bowl's like 5 hours or something crazy
so
like
they
that.
they thought a 7 p.m. start time of Heidi was a good time.
So they accounted that like accounting for like if this thing goes extras, like
exactly
that whole thing, like that was plenty of time for a game.
Exactly. So I don't really understand what the holdup was on this particular game that made it last double the time that most of the other games have been done. But they cut the feed at 7 p.m. to put on Heidi, and the score was 32-29 Jets.
So 32-20. So they're up by 3.
Yeah, the Jets are up by 3. It was a thrilling game actually. Biletnikoff, our boy Biletnikoff, he tied the game up with about 4 minutes left in the game, and the Jets drove down and kicked a 26-yard.
You got it.
The Jets they kicked a 26-yard field goal with like a minute 10 seconds left.
Yeah.
And so I guess NBC figured, well, this game's about over. A minute left, and they just
let's stop. Hold on, stop you there for a second.
Yeah.
'Cause let's think about this. Now you're new to Raider Nation, but you're not new to being a football fan.
Right.
Nowadays, if a team's up by 3 and there's a minute 10 left on the clock, like it's not even like this game is like not over by any
far
means.
from over.
Far from over.
Yeah, and it still will have like 45 minutes to an hour left of game time.
Yeah. So like it's almost ludicrous still, even by today's standards, that a field goal was not nearly enough to justify cutting away.
Exactly.
This was not a 2-score game.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, it was a 6-point game, or no, I'm sorry, a 3-point
A 3-point game.
It was
yeah.
a 3-point game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and apparently leading up to that, to the 7 o'clock time slot, apparently half the people were calling into the network saying, "Hey, are you still going to play Heidi?" And the other half of the people were going, "Hey, this game's not over yet. Please don't cut this feed." And they, for whatever reason, decided that that a little orphan girl in the Alps was more important than Raider football.
Unbelievable. So they cut the feed, so it goes away. NBC cuts it, and so here's the first thing that happens. All right, so the Raiders get the ball with a minute 10 left, and one of the first thing that happens is this the first play, the touchdown, or was it within the? I mean,
no, it wasn't the first play. So the last play that NBC aired was the field goal.
Okay.
So the Jets took the lead 32-29, and then
so the
Heidi
Raiders
came on.
Okay, so then the Raiders come back. So the only people that saw this were the ones that were there.
The people that were in the stands, yeah.
All right, so as you mentioned, so we're in Oakland, 53,000 people at the Coliseum. So the Raiders get the ball back.
Raiders get the ball.
And I don't remember what down it was, but let's see here. But let's see if I can find it here. It doesn't have it listed here. But with 42 seconds left on the clock, Daryle Lamonica, the Mad Bomber, number 3 for the Oakland Raiders, hits Charlie Smith.
Yep, rookie Charlie Smith.
Rookie Charlie Smith for a 43-yard pass that gets him in the end zone. Jeff, this is what it sounded like.
Yep.
Lamonica to Charlie Smith. Smith is hitting, and he scores! What a game! This crowd has gone absolutely berserk. Twice the Raiders have looked beaten, and rookie Charlie Smith, who's put on quite a show, has just grabbed this one. And now Oakland has the lead 35-32 with 42 seconds. But the Jets still have Namath coming back. That makes it 36-32.
All right, so there with the extra point, it's 36-32.
Right.
And as Bill King mentions there, doesn't sound like Bill King. It's early in his career. He's got that real high-pitched voice still working, plus just the AM quality of the broadcast. But anyway, but the Jets have an opportunity to go to score, and they got Hall of Famer Joe Namath, who is overrated in terms of Raider Nation,
right?
Our opinion of it, but he's still freaking Joe Namath.
Yeah.
So they go and kick a field goal, right? They go down there and kick a field goal, and so now the score Wait, did they kick one after that? No, it was
No.
before that.
No.
That was so it was only the Raiders' 2 scores then were the things that happened after the field goal.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, it was all Raiders.
All Raiders. So the 43-yard pass to Charlie Smith. Then the Raiders go to kick off.
Right.
What happens when the Raiders kick off?
Well, yeah, that you heard the announcer say, there's 42 seconds, but hey, they've got Joe Namath, and they're they'll be coming out guns blazing, ready to go again. And they did think that Joe Namath was coming back onto the field. But on the ensuing kickoff, they kicked the ball off, and
Earl Christie?
Yeah, So they kick the ball off. Earl Christie catches the ball, bobbles it, and Bill Budness lays a
famed Bill Budness.
Well, yeah, top 10 greatest Raider players. Bill Budness, he lays a smack on him, and the ball goes flying, and so it's live ball. It's a fumble, and Preston Riddlehuber, who is another all-time Raider,
all-timer, man.
Yeah. He stumbles and bumbles and falls on the ball in the end zone. So we score 2 touchdowns in 9 seconds.
Unbelievable. So Namath never saw the field.
No.
No, actually, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
Namath doesn't see the field.
He does see the field before the end of the game.
No, because they bring in the backup. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay,
Hold that thought.
Okay, good.
First, let's listen to the fumble. So Earl Christie gets hit by who again?
Bill Budness.
Bill Budness, and who recovers it in the end zone for a touchdown?
Preston Riddlehuber.
Unbelievable.
The Jets receive. The last 2 times the Jets have had the ball, they've marched right down for scores on Namath's passing.
So here's the kick.
17 for 35 today, 342 yards. Lamonica is 20 for 32 and 251 yards. They squibbed this one to prevent a run back. Earl Christie fumbling it around.
Christie didn't like that squib.
He fumbles the ball, and Oakland has it for a touchdown. Oakland has scored 2 touchdowns in 9 seconds.
Unbelievable. 2 touchdowns in
sweet.
9 seconds.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And fun fact about Riddlehuber, they interviewed him after the game and said, man, how did that feel? And he goes, well, honestly, I didn't even know I could advance the fumbled ball on a kickoff. So really, he said he kind of kicked it and pushed it a little bit and fell on it in the end zone because he didn't even know the rules.
Which ended up being another Raider rule anyways, right?
Well,
like the holy roller, right?
Yeah,
You can't advance the ball on a fumble.
Exactly.
That's funny, man. So, all right. So good. Those are the 2 scores. So the final score of the game ends up being 32-43. Now the Raiders did have to kick off then second time, and they did kick off.
Yeah.
And the Jets got the ball, but they sent in their backup. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So on the last play wasn't Namath. We'll hear the last play call here. This is cool. One of my all-time favorites is Big Ben Davidson, number 83 for the Raiders, defensive end. He went on to big fame as Conan the Barbarian, or in the Conan the Barbarian movie. Did Miller Lite commercials and all this stuff. But anyway, so he makes the last tackle on the play, and then eventually the clock runs out. Let's listen to that.
Babe Barilli's the quarterback now.
Babe Barilli, there you go.
There he is.
Loser fumbles the ball.
Another fumble, but they pick it up.
Davidson has him, and Davidson bulldogs him down. Ben Davidson, number 83.
So now the clock's
This one's
running.
about all over, 15 seconds. We'll have a quick sign-off here. We hope you enjoyed the game. We'll be in San Diego next Sunday.
I love this
4
at the
o'clock
end.
Eastern time with the Jets against San Diego. This is Kurt Gowdy, and a great job today by Al D. Rogatis. And that's it. The final score, Oakland 43, New York 32.
So that's great. You hear the crowd chanting it down,
man.
the Oakland Coliseum crowd.
I love it.
Counting it down, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, man. That's
love
awesome.
it.
So unbelievable, man. They fumbled again.
Oh, yeah.
Like we almost scored 3 touchdowns
Yeah.
in 9 seconds or whatever. Like I mean, unreal that the Raiders did that.
They were looking to give it to us at the end.
Yeah, right? Yeah, absolutely.
They wanted to get home and watch Heidi.
Okay, so the significance of this game is really is that it ends up being one of the most memorable games in the NFL's first 10,000 regular seasons, in named in a media survey, not even a sports survey, but in a media survey. This fumble by television executives is remembered today as one of the biggest gaffes in television history, and led to a new rule, Jeff, that all NFL games would be televised to their conclusion. So that's why you don't ever see a game get cut away from anymore.
Yeah.
Not that you would in the climate of today's NFL fandom, you just wouldn't see that anyways. But well prior to that, this goes back all the way to 68, as Jeff mentioned from the top. So, this is one of the reasons that we chose the Heidi game. Was the premise of this show is to go over and review the significant moments in Raider history and the lasting effects of those moments. Right. And so here you go. So this game that the Raiders were involved in not only changed the outlook for the Raiders, but it changed the way that the entire sport has been broadcast since.
Yeah.
So we're talking 51 years of broadcast legacy defined by 9 seconds of the Raiders. How cool is that?
Oh, yeah. Yep, way cool.
Way cool. So anyway, that I think that brings us to the end of our first episode of Tales from the Nation. Hope you guys like these little clips, these little hits down memory lane. Jeff, you got anything to close us out in terms of the Heidi Bowl?
One more thing that was very interesting to me was my boy Riddle Huber.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Did you get your Riddle? When are you going to get your Riddle Huber jersey?
To be honest, he wore a 33 and a 37, I think. So I don't know what I don't know which one to get.
33 is Kenny King. 37 is also Lester Hayes. So that would be pretty cool because there would be double meaning in there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. What's your number? You like 36, don't you?
I like 6. Just the number 6.
Just the number 6 by itself?
Yeah.
I don't know. 33 is cool.
33 is a pretty good number.
33 is a good one.
Yeah.
Like, if you're rocking a Riddle Huber jersey, see, that's the kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's when you know someone's deep, right?
Oh, yeah.
When you see somebody with one of those, or like a Jack Squirek, or like, you don't even know what Jack Squirek is, probably, do you?
No, I have no idea who that is.
See, exactly. See, if somebody rolls with like a jersey like that, you're like, whoa, like that. That's deep.
And it's
Those
funny.
are deep cuts, as the kids call it.
Yeah. Because so it's funny about this guy, Riddle Huber. This was his highlight. He had an illustrious career afterwards. He had 12 rushes for 55 yards.
Wow.
4 receptions for 84 yards, 3 touchdowns, one of them being the most famous touchdown ever.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah.
On a recover.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Where didn't even know the
rules. What were
rules.
the passes? Would you say he was 4 for 84, though?
He had 4 catches for 84 yards.
That's not bad. That's actually pretty good, average-wise.
In a career.
Well, yeah, Antonio Brown will get that in a quarter, but
my favorite player, AB.
There you go. Yeah, that's cool though, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Though. So Riddle Huber, that's the big takeaway.
Yeah, man.
From this episode is Riddle Huber. So, anyways, if you like this show, you can find us on all podcast services. All you got to do is search for Murph's Fan Cave. That's MURFS Fan Cave. You can find us on the YouTubes, youtube.com/Murph's Fan Cave. Please like it. Please subscribe to it. Please tell us what you like about it. If you don't like about it, save your tweets.
Hell yeah. No, and also let us know what you want us to talk about next.
Yes, most importantly, on your feedback, let us know. And now Jeff will have some polls out. He'll have some social media posts that you can comment on, but also feel free to call us. Call us on the Raiders Fan Radio hotline, 909-345-3346. You can email us, show@RaidersFanRadio.com. Do we have an email for you set up yet?
I think it's something with A and Jeff, so we'll probably have to change it.
You have to change that. But you could find you on Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. AN space D Jeff.
Are we going to change that to Swag Jeff?
I think I had to get it approved by. I don't think Facebook lets you put Swag as a first name.
Maybe middle. Maybe you need to be like Swag, like Jeff Swag or something.
They wouldn't let me do that either.
Wouldn't let you do Jeff Swag?
No, I put my nickname as Swag Jeff.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we'll find you on Facebook and hit you up there.
Yep.
And we'll figure something out with that name. But anyways, you're on there. Just look for Raiders Fan Radio. Look for Murph's Fan Cave.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of. We're not hard to find.
No, we're all over.
We're all over the place. So reach out to us. What about Twitter? Where can they tweet you? Do you need to get a Swag Jeff Twitter?
I need a Swag Jeff Twitter. Yeah, I don't.
I'll bet you.
Uncle Mosh twits and I don't twit. What What's
and he
that?
don't twit.
No, he
I
don't
twit
for
on his
nothing.
behalf,
Yeah,
and
you
I don't
do.
even twit for him. I just like stuff.
You twitting for Uncle Mush. Hey, easy now.
Takes an awful lot of man to twit on behalf of Uncle
Well,
Mush.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, so yes, we hit you up. We find you on social media and let Swag Jeff know. So Swag Jeff is going to be the captain of this pirate ship and drive the content here. So let him know what topics you would like us to cover. And anyways, that's it. Appreciate it, man. It was a great job, man. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good stuff. Good
Yep.
stuff. Look forward to the next one. What are we going to do next? We don't know because you're going to
Well, I don't know.
hit him up. Give him some ideas.
The nation's going to let us know.
Give us drop a couple of
geez.
cast a couple lines out there. What are some ideas? Tuck rule.
Well, yeah, that's a huge one.
That's a big one.
Tuck rule, immaculate reception.
There you go.
Holy roller.
Sea of hands.
Yeah,
Would be a good one.
Sea hands. Divine interception.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Man. That was that's not long ago though. We don't have to go in the distant past for that one.
No, that one's We're
talking about Michael Huff in the end zone on
that
Al
one's in
passed
my
away.
time. That one's in my time.
Yeah, absolutely. What
Yep.
about stuff like this? What Derek Carr breaking his ankle, breaking his leg?
Yeah,
Big
absolutely.
moment. Huge moment.
Huge moment.
Yeah. I mean, that's the kind of stuff, man. We can go significant moments in the team's history. Doesn't have to be
Exactly.
good. Doesn't have to be bad. Can be a player. Can be a play. Can be a whatever.
Yeah.
Can be all kinds of different
Could
stuff.
be Super Bowl wins, Super Bowl losses.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Anything you guys want to talk about?
Absolutely. So good stuff there. So reach out to us, hit us up on the social media, and look forward to talking to you guys. And let us know what you think. All right, Raider Nation, that's all we got.
See ya.
Peace.
Tales from the Nation.